Welcome to Unsorted Minds. Here we are with a new compilation of the best supercar fails. Money doesn't buy talent or experience, and we're about to see that firsthand. Shocking and frightening moments will make you wonder, is buying a powerful car really a smart choice? A driver with a rented Lamborghini Huracan tried to show off with a big drift to impress those around him. He lost control and crashed violently into a wall. At a car meetup in Lagos, a Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk and a C8 Corvette were drag racing when the Corvette clipped a parked Dodge Challenger. The impact pushed the Challenger into the Trackhawk, and the Corvette slammed into a pole, ending its run in a wreck.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
The driver didn't seem to notice the speed bump ahead, and straight to the garage. Guys, stay alert on the road. After being crushed by a fallen tree, a luxury BMW was seriously damaged again during the rescue process, leaving the owner shaking his head in disbelief. The driver of this Porsche 997 GT3 seems to have lost sight of the road. A driver in a Nissan 240SX attempted a drift on a public road, an impressive but risky maneuver. He loses control and ends up hitting the rear of the car against the concrete curb. The car will be taken to the garage for repairs, including the wheel, which appears to be pushed into the rear fender. What do you think caused this fire? Looks like this Mercedes is doing whatever it wants. This video shows what happens when you have a supercar, but not the skills. A red Audi R8 pulls out onto a roundabout and starts circling, seemingly looking for a chance to slide. Thankfully, traffic is too dense and the driver can't find a gap to try it. After 2 laps, the R8 driver gets bored and takes an exit. And that's when everything goes wrong. A Lamborghini Gallardo B-Turbo driver found himself in serious trouble because of his shoe. According to the investigation, the heel of his shoe came off and got stuck on the accelerator even as he tried to brake. Result, the supercar crashed into a wall. Fortunately, the driver wasn't seriously injured, but the repair bill will surely be astronomical. All luxury cars surely have a camera or rear radar. How does this kind of thing still happen? That Lambo must belong to the kid's parents. Otherwise, how can we explain it? In any case, they seem to be having fun. No harm done. Turns out even kids have fun with a Lambo. One more excuse to get one. A driver made fun of his Lamborghini Aventador during a public event and lost control, crashing it into a sidewalk. Clearly, he'd had enough and snapped in the middle of the street. The unbelievable scene was captured and quickly shared online, drawing astonishment and mockery. The flood of reactions on Reddit says it all. Some blame the driver for trying to show off. Others accuse him of negligence. The driver of a Range Rover going down a slippery mountain road tries to brake but fails. The vehicle loses control and hits 3 pine trees by the roadside.
Okay, Freddie.
By what miracle did he manage to wrap his car like that?
The half-life is real hot.
The next images are painful. A supercar graveyard. That shouldn't exist. The location must be in China, where there are many, or Dubai, where many cars are abandoned. We saw the flashback of the cars when they were first released. It breaks your heart. A white, unauthorized Mercedes-AMG C63S driver sped through downtown Beirut around December 21st, 2024. He ignored police signals during a checkpoint, then suddenly accelerated and hit an internal security officer. The driver now faces serious charges of attempted homicide and endangering others. Turns are quite difficult for powerful cars. Be careful! During exceptional floods in Dubai, caused by a year's worth of rain falling in hours, a Porsche Taycan was filmed crossing a submerged highway with water reaching the door handles, even the windows. Unlike gas cars, electric ones don't need air intake to function, and their motors and batteries are sealed. A Porsche Carrera GT went off the road on April 28, 2024, in San Mateo County, California. The driver hit a central embankment and then crashed into a tree, mainly damaging the rare car's front right side. Fortunately, no serious injuries were reported. What a beautiful BMW, so tempting to touch. The Nissan handled well, and so did the McLaren. But the BMW M3 F80 driver threw his car into a drift. Under heavy falling snow, a Porsche 997 Carrera S with its 355 horsepower flat-six engine tries to escape a snow-covered path. Well equipped with winter tires, it seems ready for the challenge. Yet each press of the accelerator causes skids and jolts. The engine roars, eager, but the driver, clearly inexperienced in snow, struggles to manage the power. Then, with one final controlled effort, the Carrera S moves forward, slowly but surely. A white Porsche Cayman attempted a drag race behind a Tesla Model S. But the driver pressed the accelerator too early after a turn. The car almost spun 360 degrees, losing control. A Lotus Elise suddenly loses its hardtop on the highway at about 105 kilometers per hour. The vehicle, filmed by a dash cam, keeps going while the roof flies off, crosses the road, and lands on a deserted bike path. This is a pink-wrapped Ferrari F40, present at the Formula Drift event in Seattle. During acceleration, the driver locked the wheels by braking too hard and couldn't stop before hitting a temporary fence. The likely reason? A stuck accelerator combined with the lack of ABS, causing an uncontrolled lockup. A small bump at the front, but it caused more fear than damage. The Ferrari will still be able to parade proudly. A Lamborghini Huracan that clearly hasn't been treated kindly. The driver of the Nissan GT-R R35 lost control while accelerating out of a turn and crashed. Fortunately, no one was injured. A Rolls-Royce crashes into a truck at an intersection. But who's really to blame? Initially, the truck driver was held responsible, sparking massive online backlash and the hashtag Guangzhou traffic rules going viral. After a review, the blame shifted back to the Rolls-Royce driver. The case triggered major debate about fairness and traffic law enforcement. A man driving a Ferrari 550 Barchetta attempts a simple parking lot exit, but suddenly floors it. The 485 horsepower V12 kicks in, the tires spin, and the car crashes into a parked vehicle. A beautiful Mercedes shows off in front of everyone, presses the accelerator a bit too much, and then... The evening must have been too wild for the driver to see straight ahead. We love our sports cars so much that we embedded it in concrete. Two teenagers from Missouri were driving home from a graduation party in Eureka, near St. Louis, when things went crazy. Their car launched into the air and ended up stuck halfway through the roof of a house. Thieves attacked a millionaire's Bugatti and tried to steal his 110,000-pound Rolex in central London. This Mustang shows off for the camera and ends up with some damage. The driver's inexperience leads him to do dumb things. Bad driver in a Porsche. He mixes up forward and reverse and hits that beautiful Mercedes. A Tesla Model 3 was caught in a brutal hailstorm on a highway in Alberta, Canada. The hailstones, some the size of golf balls, shattered the windshield and glass roof while the driver filmed from inside. Despite the terrifying moment, the driver stayed calm and was unharmed. The car, however, was totaled. This dramatic footage shows that nature isn't a fan of Tesla either. At the 2017 Modball Rally, Marcus Eberhardt's Mercedes SLR hit a Lotus. No injuries, only damage. A Lamborghini was the target of revenge when an angry woman decided to make a bold statement with spray paint. The exotic car was fully vandalized, covered in graffiti with words like cheater, liar, and heartbreaker. A McLaren 650S Spider made a dramatic exit from the Malibu Cars and Coffee meet on April 7th, racing down the Pacific Coast Highway. A Ferrari 812 Superfast lost control after harsh acceleration, fishtailing into a barrier. The V12's raw power was too much in that split second. The front was badly damaged, but luckily, no one was injured. In Cheshire, a VW Tiguan driver accidentally reversed into a parked Aston Martin DBS worth over 5 million rand. Stop giving cars to idiots who live on Fast and Furious. A classic 1948 Jaguar XK120, worth over $250,000, was destroyed during the Mila Miglia warm-up near Salzburg, Austria. A distracted 23-year-old Hungarian woman, looking at her phone, drifted into the opposite lane in her Opel Insignia and crashed head-on into the vintage Jaguar. A rare McLaren 620R, only 350 ever made, was seized by Philippine customs after being smuggled in under false pretenses. In a bold statement against smuggling, authorities crushed the supercar with a backhoe, along with 6 other luxury cars, in a ceremony aimed at deterring smugglers. Valued at around $300,000 and part of President Duterte's campaign, the destruction sent a clear message: tax evasion won't be tolerated. Hope you liked the video. Got a similar story or thought? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and explore more videos on the channel. Your support, every like, comment, and view helps us keep creating great content for you. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.